Hello and welcome to In Song and Story number 19. Here we are on the last Wednesday, the 29th of July 2020. Thank you for stopping in, spend a few minutes with me, if you indeed do that until the end. And on this episode we're going to go over to Scotland, one of the most beautiful countries in the world, Scotland. If you ever get a chance to go there, do so. It's got some great scenery, it's got some wonderful people, and it's just a stunning place to be in. One of the great unsung cities in the world is the city of Edinburgh. It's just a beautiful place. So we start off with the most recent, so with three songs, and we start off with the most recent and we'll go back in time. So this is a very popular song, and it was written by a Scottish songwriter in 1977 or thereabouts, Dougie MacLean from Perthshire in Scotland. And according to his own take on the song, he wrote this in the bulk of the song, just about 10 minutes, on a beach in Brittany in the northwest of France. He was over there in the 70s busking and traveling around Europe, and he wrote this song, and such was the impact of the song on himself and some of the guys he was with, that he took off back to Scotland the very next morning. He released it on an album in 1979. It was a minor hit, but slowly it started to gain in popularity. Then in 1991 it was recorded by Frankie Miller, part of the song, for a Tennent's Lager commercial in Scotland, and that really helped with the popularity, as did next year's recording, 1992. It was recorded by Dolores Keane from the west coast of Ireland as part of the album A Woman's Heart. And A Woman's Heart was the biggest selling record in Irish music history at the time, and it probably still has that same title or same honour. So my version of the song is more on the Dolores Keane's rendering of it. The song is Caledonia, the old Roman name for Scotland. Changes that have come over me these last few days, I've been afraid that I might drift away. I've been telling old stories, singing songs that make me think about where I come from. That's the reason why I seem so far away today. Let me tell you that I love you, think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia, you're everything I've ever had. I've moved, I've kept on moving, proved the points that I needed proving, lost the friends that I needed losing, found others on the way. I have kissed the girls and left them sighing, stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying. Travel hard sometimes with conscience flying, somewhere with the wind. Let me tell you that I love you, I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia, you're everything I've ever had. Now I'm sitting here beside the fire, the empty room, the forest choir. The flames have cooled, don't get any higher. They've withered now, they've gone. I'm steady thinking, my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow. The hands are shaking, the kisses flow. float and I will disappear. But let me tell you that I love you, I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia, you're everything I've ever had. Let me tell you that I love you, I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia, you're everything I've ever had. Dougie MacLean's Caledonia, great song. Dougie's from Perthshire in Scotland. Now let's go back in time a little bit further. This is a song that's hugely popular in Scotland and Ireland. It's a song called Black is the Colour of My True Love's Hair. And this song made its way from Scotland over to America, to the Appalachian part of America, North Carolina. It was brought over by Scottish immigrants in the late 1800s or the early 1900s. And it was first collected in 1916 by a man named Cecil Sharp. And it was as part of his songs from the American South, I believe. Anyway, in the early 40s, a man named John Jacob Niles rewrote the melody of the song, and that's the melody we have become kind of familiar with, and that's the melody we sing today. But it was a big hit in America with this song in 1964, I think, by the artist Nina Simone. And she sang a very kind of a low-key theatrical version of Black is the Colour of My True Love's Hair. Mentions the River Clyde flows through the city of Glasgow. And in Ireland, the big hit with this song was by Christy Moore, did the definitive version for the Irish. Black is the colour of my true love's hair. Her lips are like some roses fair. She has the sweetest smile and the gentlest hands. And I love the ground on where she stands. I love my love, and well she knows. I love the ground and where she goes. I wish the day it soon would come when she and I would be as one. For black is the colour of my true love's hair. Her lips are like some roses fair. She has the sweetest smile and the gentlest hands. I love the ground on where she stands. Clyde. I mourn and weep, for satisfied I ne'er can be. I write her a letter, just a few short lines, and sought her death 1,000 times. For black is the color of my true love's hair. Her lips are like some roses fair. She has the sweetest smile and the gentlest hands. I love the ground on where she stands. For black is the color of my true love's hair. An old song there from Scotland, and part of the Appalachian culture of the 1900s. Cheers, sláinte. I sincerely hope you're doing well out there during the middle of all this ongoing thing. Let's finish off with a song, and I'm going to sing this for friends of mine down on the east coast of Florida. Over the last 20 some odd years, I've been working a lot with Norwegian Cruise Lines, and I met a wonderful couple. We've become great friends. Jose and Patty. So we never have had the opportunity to play together, but it may happen when we get on stage together. And this may well be one of the offerings. So this is an old song. We know it now as Will You Go Lassie Go, or The Wild Mountain Thyme. It was originally written in the 1700s. It was a song written by Robert Tannahill, Robert Tannahill, the Tannahill Weavers. He was a weaver. And it was called The Braes of Balquhidder, The Braes of Balquhidder. And there is some kind of conversation that's ongoing about the actual melody of the song, and maybe an older melody still, an air called the three Carols of Buchanan, but let's not get into details. Anyway, the Braes of Balquhidder, you can find it out there on Google. I think Cara Dillon might have done a version, the Tannahill Weavers have done a version of it, but it kind of morphed into this by virtue of the fact that in the 50s, Francis McPeak, the McPeak musical family from Belfast, actually rewrote the lyrics, and this is what we'll be singing today. This was recorded by a lot of people, including Rod Stewart, Van Morrison, Bob Dylan, Judy Collins, Glenn Fry of the Eagles also recorded a version of this. And James Taylor recorded a version. So it's out there, and it's interesting to hear Glenn Fry do it live, as does James Taylor. And this is a typical, its song is so popular that for years at the Savannah Irish Festival here, we would get all of us together in a group at the end of the festival, and this would be one of the songs we would sing, and just sing it in the round with everybody taking a chorus. Anyway, Jose, I hope you like this down there in Florida, and Patty. Oh, the summertime is come, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, come? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, come? I will build my love bower near yon pure crystal fountain, and on it I will place all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to Paul Wild Mountain Thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love she were gone, then I'd surely find another to Paul Wild Mountain Thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie? And we'll all go together to Paul Wild Mountain Thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to Paul Wild Mountain Thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie, go? Thank you for joining me. Stay safe out there. Good night and God bless.